overview of this video, I will be talking about the problem that I faced, which was deciding whether I should speak up against the bully or to keep quiet and mind my own business. It all started when I got my first job, and I was scared that the manager and I wouldn't be getting along well because I had heard that she wasn't that nice to people. But it turned out that we actually became kind of close, and she was really nice to me, and I could tell that she liked me working with her. Well, it didn't take long for me to notice that she was being rude to one of my coworkers, and she would harass her and made rude comments to her. My coworker wouldn't say anything back. She would just ignore her, but I could tell that she was affected by it and that she was always down when the manager was around. And so I was faced with having to decide whether I should tell my manager something because the manager was nice to me, so that's why I wasn't sure if I should confront her about it and risk our relationship or to stand up for my coworker because I knew she couldn't do it on her own. One of the approaches or one of the perspectives that I thought influenced my choice of speaking up for my coworker is called the utilitarian approach, which means my decision was based on what would produce the most good and the least harm. So me speaking up to my manager produced my coworker not having to go through harassment at the workplace and not being down and sad. And if I weren't to say anything, then the harm would continue and increase. The second approach that influenced my decision is called the virtue approach, which means my decision was based on the kind of person that I wanted to be. And I want to be considered as a role model to others. And so I knew if I wouldn't have said anything, I would have been contradicting the kind of person that I want others to see me as. And I knew that if I were to tell somebody who I looked up to the decision that I made, that they would probably be upset with me and disappointed. So me wanting to be a person who stands up for others, I decided to make my choice of speaking up to my manager and telling her that what she was doing was not right and that she needed to be nicer. So one of my visuals that is attached to the discussion board is a 2014 U.S. workplace bullying survey. And basically, it says that a majority of the people who are bullied in the workplace tend to be compassionate and kind people. And my coworker, she was very nice and quiet, and she kept to herself, and she didn't bother anybody. She wasn't rude. She was a genuinely nice person. And so I felt like she was a greater target. And as the statistic shows, she was a greater target to the bully. And so, yeah, thanks for watching the video.